quick disclaimer before the video starts, I did lose my voice and I am on my alt account on Camelot server. It's a long story, but anyway, let's get straight into it. So everyone knows about the replica gear. It's a general consensus that the replica gear is pretty bad. I'm here to tell you guys that it's actually not bad at all, and let me tell you why. For the lower level gear, yeah, it's kind of useless, like the Amrine stuff. It's really good for leveling up your armoring, because when you get to that armoring level, or engineering also, because when you get to that level of engineering or armoring, it's around level 50 to 60. This gives you more XP than the regular level 50 stuff. So like, for example, the steel hatchet and the Amrine hatchet, you get more XP for crafting the Amrine hatchet. The same thing goes with the armor. The breastplate will give you more XP than the regular stuff. So it's really good for leveling your armoring at lower levels, since you're not really going to need the resources for anything. Really good for leveling up. And when you get to the max level stuff at 160, you get to your Lazarus and your Genesis replicas. This is where it gets really good. The good thing about this armor is that it always rolls with a static attribute. If you guys don't know what that means, is that every time you craft this armor, unless you change it with one of your resources, it will always roll with Constitution. So for example, you cannot get that on any other armor or weapons. Weapons will always roll with the same attributes. You cannot get that anywhere else. So for example, if you're trying to build a full luck set, you would simply just come in here, craft the heavy chest piece, put on full chunks of Adderstone in every piece, and you'll have a full luck set ready to go for super duper cheap. The sticky vines, they're really cheap to buy. They're really easy to get. It would cost you so little to craft a max level luck set. This also goes for anything else you want to put on it. It will always roll with Constitution. You could do a full logging set. You could do whatever you want. You could have all your gear as Constitution, and then like all your jewelry and your weapons be strength or intelligence or whatever else you're speccing into. You could do that. It also works for the medium and the light armor the same way, except they don't roll with one stat, they roll with two. So intelligence and focus on this set, what is this, light? So for example, right here, the medium gloves are going to roll with strength and dex. Not the best, but the Constitution one for heavy armor, I think, is really important. The same thing goes for the weapons. That will mostly likely, like, they'll roll with strength and dex or intelligence and focus, stuff like that. If you're looking for those stats, it's really good for you. The Constitution heavy armor is really good. You can throw anything you want on it and always roll Constitution. Another one to look out for is over here in Arcana. The staves, life staff, fire staff, ice gauntlet, they will always roll with intelligence no matter what. So if you're looking for a max level set, you can put any perk you want. It's always going to roll with intelligence. So you can come in here, you can use refreshing pillar of fire, you could throw crit on it. It will always roll with intelligence. It saves you from having to spec intelligence. And it costs the same materials. They cost the same exact materials as crafting another one. Only thing extra is you got to add on these things right here that you get from the dungeons. As far as the weapons go, it seems like the weapon resource, like the putrid bark or whatever it needs, it does seem like this resource is a little more rare, but the armor stuff drops pretty much every time you do one of the dungeons. So yeah, guys, really big tip to look out for if you're a crafter or you want somebody to craft for you. Have them craft you the replica stuff if you're looking for those specific stats. That way you can save yourself a perk slot and you don't get like some crazy stats. Honestly, I think the Constitution heavy set is really good, because you can make yourself a full luck Constitution set. You could pretty much make anything with full Constitution, and Constitution is really good in this game, especially for solo. That's all for today, guys. I really do hope this video helped you guys out, and if it did, please drop a like and a sub. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace out.